Welcome to today's episode. We have a very exciting guest on today, Adam Fuseman, founder and CEO of Fuse Service and Fuse Franchising. So thank you so much for hopping on today. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you.
Super excited to, dive in a little bit deeper. For any audience member who's just tuning in for the first time, we're Stravix, a company that helps firms scale revenue and operate more efficiently, often using strategy, operations, and AI systems to support smarter growth. So if you're thinking about how AI can fit into your next phase of your business, just drop the word growth in the comments or DMs down below for a free growth consultation. So once again, super excited to have you on. Let's just start with your personal and professional journey and kind of how you got to where you are today.
So my professional journey started maybe from the back in 2016 when I moved to the United States. Before I had informational technology background. This is why I moved to the United States for work for IT companies. And before I was responsible for running IT infrastructure, and I was responsible for air conditioning and maintenance, the communication rooms and server rooms. And this is why I moved to the Silicon Valley to try to find the dream job in the heart of Silicon Valley in San Jose. So for almost 10 years, I'm already here. But the journey put me in the beginning to appliance repair business. And then I moved a little bit to the HVAC. Then I've got electrical license, I've got partners, and right now we're running 230 employees company in San Jose. And maybe 5 years ago, we founded Fuse Franchising to help other entrepreneurs to run the same model business, starting from the appliance repair and switching to the HVAC and electrical and plumbing. So this is kind of hard journey, tough, but same time very interesting. A lot of challenges, a lot of new things, a lot of stories I can tell you, but it's gonna take a long time. So for this moment, I don't know. I'm pretty happy what we built already because in back 2017 when I founded the Fuse service itself, it was just me. And then I hired my first dispatcher in 2017. He was from Ukraine, so the customers was calling to my phone number, and that conversation was held by the guy who's sitting in the Ukraine. So our kind of model was already working before the COVID hits. So we already was in COVID mode, starting the company itself in 2017.
Of course. Yeah, that's great to hear in your journey and everything like that. Kind of hopping off that a little bit, looking forward now in 2026. Do you have any projects or anything interesting that you can share that's upcoming?
So we have few projects right now. One of them is our Fuse School. We are training our employees and our future employees or the employees who are gonna be employed by our partners in Fuse Franchising, and we're preparing the people for to be hired in Fuse Service San Jose as well. The other project is we're still doing it. We're preparing people. We have a schedule of the classes for these people. The other project is 4P Mix Marketing Agency. So we're running own marketing agency for helping our franchisees as well, and the Fuse Service operational business in San Jose. And third project, I could say we started just the last year, and I am very excited about it. This is a estimate platform for generating estimates based on the real user data, based on the installations and repairs we've done for our customers in the past.
Yeah. That's great to hear. So, exciting things coming up. And then, looking forward still, of course, I like to ask about AI and how it's kind of implemented in your company or, how you're looking forward in that aspect as well.
So we are using AI in most of the places in our business. We are taking calls with AI dispatcher because if the human cannot take our call, I mean, our dispatchers cannot take the calls because we are taking calls 24/7. And if just someone went to the restroom or 5 minutes or 10 minutes break or whatsoever or something, it's like many calls in the same time. So if customer waiting more than 30 seconds on the call, this call moving to the AI dispatcher.
Interesting.
And all our calls are recording, and we're using all these recordings to analyze all recordings with our customers by the other platform. And this platform gives us a transcription what was going on this call. So it's already post factum procedure. We're analyzing the call, and the system tell us it was booked or not booked. Everything was correct. Everything was what was said by the dispatcher was correct. All procedures was completed, and so happy. The customer was satisfied or not satisfied. So we see all the statistics about the particular call.
Yeah, that's great to hear, and that's definitely important to have that so, you don't miss a call or customer, et cetera, anything like that. So, thank you for sharing that. And kind of wrapping up a little bit here, we have some young entrepreneurs in the audience. If there's anyone who's listening who, maybe wants to create their own startup or maybe, go down the same path as you, do you have just one piece of advice that you'd send them off with?
Don't be scary about the new technologies. Take
Mm.
all of them. If the companies like Megan's company can help you with this journey, please ask her any questions because could be a lot of complications because I have my informational technology background. This why it's very helpful to me to build the business in all the infrastructure and platforms and understand how it works. But I know many people who struggling to understand and they just scary to use AI because they have no idea what's going on. And basically they have a wall in front of them and this wall can be removed by the people who can help to understand how it works.
Yeah. I think that's a wonderful way to put it. So, thank you so much for hopping on today and sharing a little bit about your insights and what's coming up in 2026 and your thoughts on AI. So, thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate it.